Yo, what up, Greer?
What up?
What up, Tron?
What up?
We just came from seeing Captain Marvel. That movie was lit.
We didn't see that. We saw Avengers Endgame.
No, dude. No, it's not out yet.
We saw a preview of Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, you gotta wait till the credits roll. Boom, got him.
Damn, am I gonna hit that car?
I don't know. Probably not.
No, you're fine.
That guy's parked all jacked up, man.
No,
I mean-
I think rear parked.
Yeah, I parked more jacked up than him.
Yeah, you got parked diagonal, man. All right, anyway.
Wait, look at that. Am I okay there?
Yeah, you're good, man. You're
Hey,
Gucci.
Focus.
Yeah, you're Gucci, man. It's all good.
All right.
Your Gucci dog.
Yeah, you're clear to go out. That guy's waiting for you. You better be waiting. He's pulling up.
Well, I'm not gonna hit these kids, so you can fucking chill out.
Well, it's
All right.
like they're gonna wait.
All right, so we saw Captain Marvel. What do you think of it, Greer?
I thought it was good, man. It was fun.
What about you, Megan?
Oh my god, it was so good.
She beat the shit out of all those spaceships.
Yeah, dude.
She really fucked them up.
Yeah, and they had a lot of good 90s stuff in there, too.
Yeah, it was a lot of good 90s stuff.
Yeah, because man.
I was like, do you like how we spotted that True
Tron,
Lies?
did you just say it was made in the 90s?
I meant to say based in the 90s.
Do you like how I spotted that True Lies poster? I'm like, was that a True Lies thing? And then it was like, boom, got him. It was.
Yeah, boom, got him.
Got him.
I knew what year it was just by that poster. I'm like, oh, True Lies came out on video.
I can't. Are you kidding me? Come on, I can't.
I was like, True Lies came out in 1995 on VHS, and like it was there. That was it.
It's okay.
They got a garbage song in the movie,
When
Greer.
we get to a stop sign, I'll show you.
Yeah, it was good.
They got a garbage song. It was tight. Only Happy When It Rains, because I put it around the fall of 1995. Because that's when the album came out.
I think all those songs were pretty solid in 1995. I thought Celebrity Skin didn't come out till like 1997 though.
Maybe I think it may be like earlier. Who knows? We can look. Yeah, we got the internet.
No, because the first whole album came out in 95. Because it came out. It didn't come out while Cobain was live. It came out after.
Well, yeah, so 94 or later.
94 or 95, but then Celebrity Skin was the next album, and I think what I'm saying is I think that came out in like 1997.
Okay, maybe they fucked up that one. I don't know.
Should I go that way?
I don't know. There's a long line. All right. So, what do you think of the story, Greer?
Of the movie?
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
it was
'cause she started off
crazy,
the
man.
street,
The beginning was really wild. Like, when they're operating in her brain and you're just seeing all those flashes of her memory, I really was disoriented and I was like, I don't know what's going on here. But I liked it because it was like, I saw somebody say that it was like two origin stories, and it is. Because you see the origin of her, like, getting into space and all that shit, but then you see the origin of her actually, like, harnessing her powers and becoming Captain Marvel.
Yeah, man. What do you think of Samuel L. Jackson?
He was great.
Did they do a bunch of CG on
Now
him?
we know how
He is
lost
so
his
good
eye.
at playing Nick Fury. Yeah, now we know.
Yeah, a cat scratched his eye out, man.
Yeah, I
It's
love
not a
watching him
cat.
play Nick Fury.
Well, yeah, it's a cat, but it's got a thing inside of it or whatever.
It's not.
It's a weird alien cat.
yeah.
It doesn't have a thing inside of it.
Well, it disguises as a cat. It's like,
Yeah.
and like it ate up that. Oh, the Tesseract was in there, and that caused a lot of weirdness with the Tesseract.
Yeah, all right, Michael, tell
Well,
us what
hold
that
on.
guy told you.
He said that the Tesseract fell out of the plane and like.
Michael got hardcore nerded by a nerd.
Yeah, dude, I don't believe that shit.
Tell
man.
the story of what happened.
Wait, so we're trying to figure out. So the spoilers. Oh, we won't be talking about spoilers anyway. Who cares? Anyway, so the Tesseract shows up in the movie in 1995 when the Tesseract originally was shown on Earth in like 1940 before the Red Skull grabbed it and started using it to experiment on shit. And puts it in the plane, and Captain America gets on the plane and crashes into the Arctic.
You're talking so fast.
And then they defrost Captain America with the Tesseract. And even Samuel L. Jackson or Nick Fury says to Captain America, "We found that thing with you. Do you know anything about it?" And Captain America says, "You should have just left it in the ocean, right?"
Yeah.
So I don't know if that guy was being correct. I have no idea. I have to go back and watch the Avengers to see.
I mean, I'm sure, like on the Marvel Wiki,
Because we're trying to figure out how the Tesseract showed up in 1940, as well as the and later in the 1990s.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy said Captain America lied about it being on the plane, and that it actually fell out, and maybe Captain Marvel grabbed it,
That's what the guy. So the movie ends.
or somebody.
The movie
not
ends.
Captain Marvel, but somebody else grabbed it.
Since
Go
you
ahead.
don't know how to tell the story. So the movie ends, and Michael's freaking out because the chronology with the Tesseract doesn't make sense. And Michael spends like 3 minutes asking me questions about it, and I just keep saying, "I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude." And then the comic book guy basically is sitting next to Michael, and he explained it to Michael, and I could tell from his voice he was very frustrated with you.
Yeah.
Maybe, man, but I don't remember it ever falling out of the plane, and it is the Frost with Captain America.
Well, I guess you'll have to rewatch the movies now, won't you?
You got to do your Googles.
Yeah, I'll do my Googles, man.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But other than that, what do you think of the movie, Greer?
I liked it a lot.
What
I
about
could
you,
definitely
Rob?
tell that Jude Law was a bad guy. Like, I could tell from his performance that he was just like being really shady, even when they were supposed to be on the same.
And I
team.
heard rumors that Annette Bening was mad at him also.
Her character.
That
I mean, that seemed obvious too, but that wasn't even like for most of the time that you were seeing Annette Bening, like Annette Bening was dead. Whenever you saw her, she was just an avatar.
Yeah.
So
Well, the avatar of her was beat.
Right,
bad,
right.
Because I don't know who. Because everybody sees someone different when they go to that thing.
yeah,
Like I might go in there and see Shirley Manson probably.
that would be pretty sweet.
You would probably see LeBron.
Not Rihanna.
I thought you'd be Beyonce, man.
Either or.
Who do you think you would see if you got hooked to that thing, Tron?
Chris Pine.
Yeah, probably Chris Pine.
Chris Pine or someone.
Yeah. Yeah, but 1990 stuff was cool. The music was mad good.
Yeah, dude. All that.
What do you think
90s
of your
stuff
boy
was
Ben
good.
Mendelsohn, man?
That was a nice blockbuster joke. Man, Ben Mendelsohn is so good. Like, when he was playing the creepy dude, I was like, oh, man, another Ben Mendelsohn performance where he's, like, the uptight kind of government stooge, you know? Like...
Well, he took the disguise of the shield dude.
Well, right, but I'm saying, like... Oh, I guess that's true. When we first saw him first, he was the bad guy. I guess more what I mean is, like, him playing a villain and or an uptight government dude.
Like in Ready Player One, he's like the corporate dude.
Yeah, like in Ready Player One and in Rogue One, and even when he plays Prince, whatever fucking Prince he was in Darkest Hour, like it's funny because like the first thing I ever saw him in, he was a heroin addict and he was a big sloppy, sweaty mess, and so whenever I see him all cleaned up, I'm
Jeez,
just
man,
like,
that guy's flying by.
yeah.
What movie do you see? What's the movie is that?
Killing Them Softly.
Okay, because I think the first movie I see with him in was Rogue One, I think.
You should watch Killing Them Softly. He and Scoot McNairy are heroin addicts, and they rob like a poker game full of gangsters.
Scoot?
Scoot.
Scoot? All right.
Scoot. And then I also saw Ben Mendelsohn in. I know he's Australian. There's an Australian movie called Animal Kingdom that he's like super amazing in, but I've never seen it.
Is that the movie with Nicole Kidman?
I don't know, but they made it into a TV show.
Okay, well there was something. No, maybe there was something else with Nicole Kidman. I don't know.
He might be in the Steve Buscemi movie, but I'm not sure. But then he also was in The Place Beyond the Pines, and he was really good in that. And he robbed banks with Ryan Gosling. And so, like the first 3 movies I saw him in, he played a real fucking dirtbag. And then ever since then, he's played like real uptight bad guy types. And so it's been kind of depressing because I like the humanity of Ben Mendelsohn. And so to bring it back to Captain Marvel, that's what I really liked about that character.
Yeah,
that Kree dude and his were they the Skrull?
No, they were Skrull.
They were Skrull. Okay.
So Skrull are
They're both
villains.
K-words, man.
Well,
it's tough.
Well, Skrull is they're like perceived to be the villains, and they're actually they're like, nah, man, we're not the bad guys.
Yeah.
And what do you think of Lee Pace dude? He showed back up.
Yeah. How much do you think he got paid for all that work?
I don't know, man, but it's tight that because he's in Guardians, man.
Yeah. No, I like Lee Pace.
It also shows you how BM the Kree are because you got a Kree, which is Lee Pace working with Thanos.
Yeah.
Remember, Thanos is like, go find that shit and bring it back.
Yeah, the Kree are no good.
Yeah, because Thanos is basically like, yeah, Thanos wants him to basically he sends Ronan out to go grab the Infinity Stone.
That's what I was gonna say. So in Avengers, it's just that dude and Loki going after the Tesseract, right? In
Which
the first
dude?
Avengers,
Wait, which dude?
it's Lee Pace.
No, Lee Pace isn't even in the first Avengers movie. He only shows up in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay. So he's looking for
Thanos Loki's
he's looking
working
for
with
a different
Thanos.
Infinity Stone.
Well, no, so Loki's working with Thanos.
Right.
This whole thing is a multi-pronged attack by Thanos. So Thanos is dealing with Loki trying to get the Tesseract on Earth.
Why comes back to Thanos? He's like LeBron.
LeBron, man, I don't know. Megan, you're being mad quiet.
Yeah.
Megan, what did you think? What was your favorite part of the movie?
Oh man, I think the part when she shoots the jet and she absorbs the power,
Mm-hmm.
the energy. That was really cool.
How about when she just whipped the ass of all those spaceships?
Oh my god, yeah.
Wasn't that awesome? And you really liked Goose, right?
Oh yeah, I love Goose.
I think they call him
Yeah.
Goose because it's a Top Gun thing, man.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, dude. But no. So what I'm thinking is happening is Loki's working
John,
with
how much did you want to touch Captain Marvel's hair?
Oh, like so bad.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, her real hair or her like mechanical mohawk?
Her real hair.
Yeah, man.
That one.
Especially when she was like all lit up.
Yeah. Like that. Every scene of that movie, she looked even like prettier and more powerful than the scene before that.
Yeah.
All right.
Brie Larson was really, really good, man. I like her. Like
She's
she
also
just
in
was-
Scott. She's in Scott Pilgrim also.
Oh, dude, she's in all kinds of shit. If anyone's listening to this and you haven't seen Room, go see Room because that lady won Best Actress for it and she deserved it like all hell. Man, she is so good in that movie.
Yeah, Academy Award winner play.
About the room.
No, Room.
It's just called Room, one word. It's like, you want to hear the plot? It's really fucked up.
Yeah.
She gets kids.
She's like, I did not hit her. I did not.
She's like 19 or 20-year-old girl, and she gets kidnapped by like some fucking psychopath who like locks her up in his basement and just rapes her all the time and like keeps her as a sex slave, and eventually she gets pregnant. And so when the movie starts, she's in there like raising a 5-year-old who's never been outside of the room. And that's why it's called Room, is because she's like, that's the only place that kid has ever gone in his entire life. And she tells him all these amazing stories about like Room and how it's a magical place, just because she wants him to like have a positive thing in his life. You know, she wants to shield him from the horrors of it. Because meanwhile, this fucking psycho dude is coming down there and like raping her. And like, it's like other shit happens in the movie, but it's really, really crazy. And she's really, 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 really good in it. She's a great actress.
Yeah, man.
She's a Disney kid. She's the same as like Gosling and Britney and Timberlake and all those people that like did Disney and other like adult stars.
Yeah. So what I was saying, Greer, is Thanos is working with Loki in the first Avengers to get the Tesseract.
Right.
Or he? Oh no, actually, I think from what I remember reading. No. So yeah, they go after. They try to steal the Tesseract. Thanos actually lends Loki one of the Infinity Stones.
No, I remember that.
He's like, yeah, he puts the Mind Stone into that staff.
Yeah.
And then eventually that's what powers Vision.
Yeah.
So Thanos has one stone at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, gives it to Loki. He's like, you better not fuck up this shit. He's like, if you fuck up, I'm gonna have to like fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
And then also at the same time, I think he's sending this other dude out to get the purple stone. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he tries to trick the Lee Pace character. He's like, go to this planet and give me this orb.
That Lee Pace
And then
guy,
the Lee Pace guy is like, finds out that it's actually an Infinity Stone, that Thanos didn't tell him was an Infinity Stone because he knew he would probably try to take it, right?
That's the guy that has the dance off with Star-Lord, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and then Lee Pace the Ronin finds out that it is an Infinity Stone, and then like becomes a villain for most of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
Thanos is kind of just doing shit in the background.
Right, that's what I thought.
And Thanos is just sitting on his throne being like, what up?
Fucking Thanos.
Thanos is doing his finger exercises, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's like...
He's practicing snapping his fingers.
Boy, who do you think is going to kill Thanos?
Kill Thanos? I don't know, man.
Captain Marvel?
Think
Maybe.
so?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's going to be the OG Avengers and they're all going to die doing it.
Maybe, man.
Dude, all those guys are done after that movie. Like, that shit's going to be emotional as hell. There are going to be people crying. Because, like, when it happens in an Infinity War, it's really shocking and sudden, and then the movie ends, and I think a lot of people, you don't really have an opportunity to cry, but since all those actors are coming back, they want it to be that way. But in the next one, the actors aren't coming back, so they're going to want to have, like, big dramatic goodbyes. Like, you know, when Captain America dies or leaves, it's going to be, like, a 5-minute long scene where everybody's like, Steve.
She can't die.
Who?
No,
Marvel?
Captain America. Captain Marvel's not going to die.
Oh, I thought, for some reason, when you said Captain America, I was thinking about Captain Marvel.
Well, because they're like all the original Avengers who have been doing these movies for like the better part of a decade, for like the last 7 years.
7 years?
All those guys.
No, dude, the past, like, they've been doing these movies since 2008.
Yeah, Downey Jr.'s been doing it since 2008. Thor came out in like
you're
2010.
right.
So like all these guys,
2011.
all these guys have been doing this shit for a really, really long time. Yeah, Captain America was 2010.
No, it wasn't. Thor and Captain America were in the same year.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, do you want the chronology, Blood?
No. Can you
man.
do all 19, or is it 20 now? It's
It might be
now.
20.
Let's go.
Should we
Hit
try?
it.
All right.
Hit it.
All right.
Hit it.
Oh, please don't.
No, relax,
Come on, Tron,
All right,
you
so
wanna
first
hear
up,
this?
all right, we have Iron Man
Wait,
first.
wait,
Iron
wait,
Man.
Stop. Tron, why don't you want to hear it?
No, it's exhausting.
Well, it's happening, man.
I mean, Michael's exhausted.
Should I have it? God damn it. All right, should I do it, Greer?
Not if Megan doesn't want you to.
No, I'm still doing it, man.
All right.
All right, we got Iron Man first,
Okay.
then Thor.
You gotta calm down though. Don't yell.
No, Iron Man,
All right.
then Hulk.
I
Who?
thought Hulk was first.
Nah, dude, Iron Man was.
There was a Hulk that's like non-Marvel. That
Yeah,
isn't
that's
discussed.
a part of this. That's
No, I'm talking about Eric Bana and Ang Lee.
yeah, that's the 2003 Hulk. That one doesn't count.
Yeah.
That's not Marvel
That's what I
anyway.
mean.
Forget who made that. I think it was Fox. I don't know. Anyway, so we got God, you're throwing me off now. We got Iron Man.
Come on, I thought you said
All
you
right,
could do
so
it.
in 2008 we have Iron Man. Are you gonna keep count?
I mean, Tron,
well-
I feel like you should be watching on your phone to make sure he's right.
No, don't do it, Tron. Just relax. All right, so we have Iron Man first in 2008. Then we have Hulk the same year. 2009 we don't have any Marvel movies at all,
Okay.
right? We jumped to 2010. We get Iron Man 2.
And then Iron Man 3.
No, we get Thor after that. We get Thor. Greer, relax. We get Thor, we get Captain America, the first Avengers. Right? First Avengers.
Yeah.
Then we get the Avengers
Okay.
after Captain America.
Wait.
That's a fucking lie.
That's
No, it's
not
not.
true. They went in the
third
opposite
Iron
order.
Man
No,
was
they didn't.
way before
Boyd,
that.
No, it wasn't. Iron Man 3 is 2013, dude.
I doubt that.
Michael, the Thors always came out in November. So when
No,
Captain America,
the first Thor came out in May of 2011,
Get
and then
the fuck out of here.
no, it didn't, man. All right,
All right, so then Avengers in 2012. Let's go.
Avengers in 2012, right? And then Iron Man 3 in 2013. Then the second Thor movie is the fall of that year, like
In
November
the fall of 2013
is So summer,
a magical time in all of our lives.
yeah, spring of 2013. Spring of 2013 is Iron Man 3, and then fall is Thor, the Dark World, right?
All right.
After Thor, the Dark World, I believe
Masterpiece.
no, that was all right. We jump into
What came out in 2014?
2014. We get Captain America: Civil War, or not Civil War. What was it? Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier.
Go.
Then Guardians.
That same summer.
Yeah.
All right.
At the end of that summer,
All
Guardians. We're jumping into 2015. So I think 2015 we have
That was Ultron.
we have
wasn't it?
Ultron, and then we also have Ant-Man.
Yeah.
So 2015. After that, there's no more Marvel movies for a while. So it's jumps from Ant-Man to Civil War.
Yeah.
After Civil War,
Ant-Man was before 2015 because.
no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
I promise you, it wasn't.
I promise.
Oh my god, it's so tense.
All right.
in here.
Well, we'll Wikipedia this shit when we're done.
I'm so
'Cause I
stressed.
remember talking about this with my friends in high school, and I was gone before that.
All right, keep
like-
going, Boyd.
Well, anyway.
Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go home and fact check all of this. I hope you know it. And if you lie to us, we're gonna know.
I was
Well, we'll
gone
fact check it.
before 2015.
All right, but I'm saying Ant-Man came out the summer of 2015 after Ultron, and then after that it was Civil War and Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I'm pulling up the list. Hold
Okay,
on. Pause
yeah.
this. Pause this.
No, you can pull it up, man. Well, I can pull up the list. I mean, well, do you want me to go or have Megan pull the list?
No, we got it. We got
All
it.
right, go ahead, pull the list up.
Fill the air for
All right, so where we're at? We're at
I started working at the Wizard's Chest, and that's a lie.
2015.
Yeah.
yeah, it came out that summer.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
I'll bet you 20 right now, dude.
Nope.
All right, then
Don't
yeah,
do it, Tron.
yeah, because you know I'm right, bro. All right, pull up the list, Greer.
Hold on. All right.
Have Megan pull the list on your phone then.
Hold on a second.
All right,
Gotta
so
wait for a red light so I can do this.
all right, so we're right now. So it's again 2015.
So so you're saying in 2015 it's the Age of Ultron and it's Ant-Man in
Yeah.
the same summer?
Yeah. Well, May and like July or something like that.
Okay.
And then it jumps to Civil War in 2016, followed up by Doctor Strange.
Same year?
Si-
2016?
Yeah, Civil War and Doctor Strange.
All right.
We're into the summer of 2017 now. I believe I don't know if there was one before that. Summer of 2017 is Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and Spider-Man: Homecoming, and Thor Ragnarok. After Thor Ragnarok, we get Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and we get Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
After Infinity War, we get Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Mm-hmm.
After Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think it's this. Captain Marvel.
Tron, I think he's right.
All right, I'll pull it up now then. I'll pull it up now.
Yeah, pull it up now.
All right, let's go to the list of the MCU movies. I may have missed something. I don't know.
Greatest goddamn podcast ever.
Okay.
Did you say Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck wasn't a movie. That doesn't count.
Did you say the Captain America movie with David Hasselhoff?
No.
Tron, do you know who David Hasselhoff is?
Okay, here's the list of cinematic films.
David Hasselhoff.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. They made a Captain America with David Hasselhoff.
Okay, phase
Captain
one.
America.
Here's phase one. Phase one: Iron Man, Incredible Hulk. Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, Avengers. Boom, got him. Jump into phase two.
Boom, got him.
Phase two. Wait, what the hell is Wikipedia doing? All right, that's phase one. Phase two is Iron Man 3, Thor, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Ant-Man. July 17th, 2015. Visual confirmation?
Show me, show her.
Yeah, right there on the bottom. Boom, got him, Tron. Sorry, man.
Sorry, Tron.
Yeah, you got dunked on, man.
Pretty mad,
All right,
yeah.
phase three. Captain America: Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Thor: Ragnarok, Black Panther, Avengers: Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel. Dab.
Michael just dabbed in the car.
Yeah, man.
He hit me in the face.
I didn't actually hit you, Greer. All right, so yeah, that was the list, man.
All right.
Boom, got him, man. Back to the podcast.
Your story holds up this time.
It holds up all the time, Greer. Come on, man. Don't be a hater, man. Why is Chris such a hater, Megan?
What?
Why is Chris such a hater?
He's not a hater.
Yeah, he's like, your story holds up this time. I'm like, it holds up all the time, man.
That's what happened.
Yeah, boom,
I
got it.
liked Captain Marvel a lot.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really like, I don't know. It's crazy to watch a Marvel because there's two types of Marvel at this point. There's a sequel or there's an origin story, and the origin stories are so self-contained. Like, it was just nice watching that because it was like, even though you know Nick Fury, like, there's no broader shit, you know. But when you're watching a sequel, it's got to tie into the rest of the MCU, or it's got to tie into the first movie.
This tied into the rest of it because he's like created the Avenger Initiative,
Well, right.
and they
but
found the Tesseract and
but
before stuff.
that shit was all unnecessary. Like, that didn't need to be in there.
What do you think of her playing and being called Avenger?
It
That
was pretty dope.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I liked that. I liked, like, I don't know, man, I liked all of it. I liked when she had the kid color the costume.
Yeah.
Like, that kid was adorable. I liked her friend and her relationship with her. Like, with that part where they were going through all the pictures and stuff, and the kid was like, "This is at my birthday party." It was like, that was all touching.
Yeah.
Like, I really liked it.
Yeah,
It had a lot of heart.
Yeah, dude. And it was set in the 1990s, which was tight because that soundtrack is gonna be lit.
Yeah, that blockbuster bit was really funny. I totally, like, I know
Yeah,
that's
I
in
think
the
there's
trailer.
like the final blockbuster, or there's like one blockbuster left now.
Yeah, I know that's in the trailer, but I had totally forgotten that part. And when it happened, I was like, oh shit, now we're in the 90s.
I
Yeah.
like that she picked up the that Right Stuff tape
Yeah.
because it was like the same kind of thing.
So I'm guessing she just doesn't age then.
Oh yeah, I think after that accident and everything,
Yeah.
she just stops aging.
So she's kind of like not human anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I know the movie's about her like connecting with her humanity, but she's legitimately not human anymore.
Yeah, definitely. Like
She's just pure energy.
she doesn't have to breathe in space.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Well, and she can fly. She can defy
Yeah.
the laws of gravity.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to breathe in space, but sometimes it wears a helmet.
What?
But she didn't wear her helmet at the end.
Yeah, I think no, it came out at the end, didn't it?
No, it didn't.
I mean, you got to remember, a lot of that is, yeah, at the end when she's hovering in front of Ben Mendelsohn and all the other scrolls, like, she didn't have the helmet on.
Maybe she wears the helmet when she wants to.
Well, because the helmet was part of that Kree costume, and when she was a Kree, she didn't realize how much power she had. And so she probably didn't understand or recognize at that point, like, I don't need this because I'm super fucking badass and I can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that movie was tight. It was especially good in IMAX.
Yeah, it was really good.
What would it look like in IMAX 3D?
I mean, I bet it would be good, but I don't know.
I don't care about 3D, man.
Dude, how do you feel about that cat since you were mad high anyway?
Say what?
That cat.
Say what?
You were mad high, so like, what do you think of that when that cat was like?
I was mad high?
I mean, you're always kind of high, Gert.
I don't know about that.
What do you think? Yeah, so what do you think when that cat decided to actually show you what it actually was?
I liked the cat a lot.
The cat gobbled up the thing, man.
Yeah, Tron.
I knew that cat wasn't like an actual cat, so I wasn't sure what was gonna happen.
Yeah, so like what's the story with that cat? Why is that cat on Earth then?
I kind of thought it was going to be Annette Bening.
He was
Like,
probably there with what's her name, the scientist.
Yeah, like for a minute I really thought Annette Bening was going to pop out of that cat.
Yeah.
You're like, hello.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would look weird, man.
Yeah.
But I like it. What do you think of the stinger for Endgame? When they're like, oh shit, that thing stopped working.
Oh,
then
dude,
cat
that was so dope. Like, it
and
was
she
just,
walked
it was
up.
just
She
so
was looking
cool.
pissed. She was like, where the fuck is Fury at?
Yeah, man.
Are we going to your house?
No, I'm just going into town to get on Broadway to take Michael on.
Yeah, Greer. So what do you think when what do you think her expression was like? Do you think she was pissed that she was there? She was like, where the fuck is Fury at? She kind of didn't look like she was like, she looked kind of
And
pissed.
she seemed hostile. I'm sure she was like, I got a page from Fury and I show up and there's no Fury, so what's the deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
like
he's
that.
going to be like,
So do you think Endgame's gonna open up with her being like trying to like fight off the Avengers, and then they're like, hey man,
No.
we're on your side?
no, because like the part, and you know the stuff in the Endgame trailer that's like a couple months later and they're like figuring out how many people have died and shit like that. I think that'll be like the first 10 or 15 minutes of the movie is like the grief part.
Yeah, man.
We're going to see Don Cheadle cry.
But apparently there's a whole bunch of like weird like time shit going on too.
What do you mean?
Because apparently, like, in the trailer when Ant-Man shows up, like, they're like, is this old footage that they're looking at right here? Because Ant-Man shows up at their base, he's like, hey, man, let me in.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, that's
I mean, who
right.
knows?
Captain
Who knows?
America, they're looking at it, and she's like, "Is this new? Is this old? What's the deal?"
I mean, you know that we have no idea how it's going to go. It could be like whatever we predict will not be true.
What's gonna be true is that it's gonna have Marvel characters in it.
You know it's going to be like 3 hours long.
Yeah, dude.
Tron, did you know that?
No,
It's gonna be tight.
that's terrible.
No, it's
you
not.
don't like that? You can't handle
Movies,
a
movies
3 hour
keep
movie?
getting longer and longer.
I
Yeah,
can-
but this is like the biggest superhero epic that's ever been made. It has 1 million characters. Like, this deserves it, don't you think?
Well, go, Gert.
You're right.
We won't have T'Challa in it, man.
Yeah, Will. They're all gonna come back, dude.
Well,
See, this
maybe.
is the thing, is like part of the new wave of Marvel and all the old Avengers people leaving is that now you can have an Avengers that's around all the new characters. So you can have an Avengers with Doctor Strange and Ant-Man and Captain Marvel and Black Panther, and like that's why they've made all of these like origin movies for these new characters over the last couple of years,
So,
so
yeah,
they can phase out the older guys and still keep all these franchises going.
Yeah, man.
Like, so that way, like,
Wait, are we phasing out Hulk as well? Because Ruffalo's barely
I
been
don't
in
know.
it.
I don't
Because he's
know.
been in. So he's been he's been in Avengers.
I mean, he's been in more movies than other people. He's been in more movies than Paul Rudd or Tom Holland.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like they've only had like one Hulk movie.
Yeah.
So he shows up in Hulk. That wasn't him. That was Ian. That was your boy
Who's Ian?
Ed Norton, man.
Why are they all my boy tonight, Michael? Don't you have a boy?
I don't know, man. But no, that's Ed Norton in that one.
Yeah.
And then so Ruffalo shows up in Avengers. He shows up in the stinger for Iron Man 3. Like there's like a extra scene after the credits where Iron Man is like trying to like using him as like a psychiatrist, and he's like, "I'm not that kind of doctor. What are you doing?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Then he shows up in Ragnarok, and I think Ruffalo has like actually like I don't know how many films he had under contract. He had more than I think he's done though. You know what
I
I mean?
don't know. He was really good in Ragnarok.
Yeah, man.
But like, so Endgame is gonna have all the Avengers in it. And it's gonna be this huge fucking blowout. And then 3 years from now or 4 years from now, when they do another Avengers movie, that will be all new people. So it'll be fucking Captain Marvel and Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and like all of these Avengers that are kind of like the newer ones.
And Black Panther, man.
Yeah, and Black Panther, obviously.
Or what do you think is going to happen first, Black Panther 2 or Avengers 5 or whatever?
Black Panther 2.
Wait, this will be the 4th, right? Because it's Avengers, Age of Ultron,
Well,
Endgame, Infinity War, and Endgame. So yeah, it'll be Avengers 5.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. There's 5 Avengers movies, or there will be if they do another one after
Dude,
Endgame.
there have been 20 Marvel movies, and the franchise is only 11 years old. Like, it's insane. I never, when I was a little kid, could have imagined this. I had a fucking,
What's this right here? Is this the Pepsi Center?
yeah, it's a Pepsi Center. For Christmas.
Why is it green?
Dude, I don't know.
Oh, what? You got a problem with it being green?
Nah, man. It's just the Pepsi is usually like red
Yeah,
and blue.
Tron, stand up for the green.
Do you think it'd be red because the colors of Pepsi are red and blue? I don't know.
When I was a kid, I got a coffee table book that was all about the history of Marvel, and Marvel was only like 40 years old at that point, and it was just crazy seeing all these
DC's a lot
characters
older.
and seeing the journey of all the characters. Yeah, but Marvel runs laps around them.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Spider-Man, I think, is the most popular comic book character of the last 50 years. Like Superman's before him, but
But Superman's probably like one of the more iconic.
I don't know. It's either
but
Spider-Man or Batman.
I don't know, man. I like Batman more than Superman.
What
You
about
like
Spider-Man?
Batman more than Spider-Man?
I think so. I don't know, man.
I don't know about that.
What about you, Tron?
I like Spider-Man more than Batman.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about those guys, but I think I like Spider-Man more.
Like
You
who?
like Spider-Man more?
I think so because his world is like more accessible.
It's real, man. It's New York City, man.
Yeah, like Bruce Wayne. Well, and Bruce Wayne is like a fucking billionaire, and it's like all of his issues are about his parents, and he's just hard to relate to. And Peter Parker is just like fucking guy.
He's like, oh, I got homework to do. I got homework to do tonight. Oh shit! Like I need to rescue that bus and do homework.
I
Hey,
haven't
we
finished-
see in Shazam.
Sure. I haven't finished playing it, but my one of my favorite experiences this year has been playing the Spider-Man video game, dude. It's so much fun. It totally lives up to the hype.
Are the locations in there real, or are they like names changed to like if it's like a restaurant?
It's all the names changed. Like if you go to any New York hotel, it just says New York Hotel. It doesn't say like the Michael.
Okay,
or
well,
whatever.
here's the thing. So, does it just say the New York Hotel for every hotel, or do they make a fake one up for every hotel?
It says New York Hotel.
At each of them?
Yeah,
That's
man.
gotta be it, man. They should have just created names for all of them. Can you get into any other areas of New York, or is it just Manhattan?
It's just Manhattan. If you like get on a subway car and you try to ride it over one of the bridges, it'll stop the game and be like, you've reached the boundary or whatever.
Man, come on, Spider-Man can go to Brooklyn if he wants.
Yeah, but it's alright. There's plenty to do in Manhattan. It's fun as fuck to swing around on the webs. Like, it's, for what it is, it's a huge fucking world. Like, they made the entire island of Manhattan,
Yeah, didn't
except
you
they
say
made it
it's-
about half-sized.
Didn't you say it's like you can travel with the subways, but it's better to just swing?
Yeah, well, like, what happens is you go down into the subway, and then it flashes to a cut screen of, like, Spider-Man riding the subway, and somebody's, like, asleep on his shoulder or something like that. And then you pop out at one of the, like, travel stations. And those are not subway exits. It's, like, spots that you've done missions at before. But you can travel that way, but I think it's more fun to web swing.
Yeah, man.
The web swing is really fun.
Did you learn how to web swing from
Spider-Verse
Spider-Verse, where you're like flip and release, man?
I mean, it helps. It definitely helps.
You gotta
like,
get into a rhythm.
Like, there's legit, yeah, you really do get into a rhythm, and there's certain things that you can do so you go higher and stuff, and like the more tricks you do in the air, you get points for them. So it's,
Is there areas like in Homecoming where there's not enough high rooftops that you can't swing?
no, you can swing on pretty much anything, even in Central Park.
Oh, you're talking about the game.
Cause remember in Homecoming, he tries to swing and it's just like there's like nothing to grab onto that's like high enough. It's like lampposts and like small houses,
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, can't swing in this area."
yeah. Homecoming was really funny about stuff like that.
Yeah, man. And we got Far From Home coming up next, man. So
Yeah.
we got Endgame and we got the next Spider-Man.
Oh, I can't wait for the next Spider-Man.
Yeah, you got your boy Jake
Mysterio.
Gyllenhaal,
I
man.
know, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Tron, I didn't realize you were such a big Mysterio fan.
Yeah, I like Mysterio.
Yeah, he's got a fishbowl on his head, man.
Yeah, he sure does.
What do you think of Jake Gyllenhaal playing Mysterio, Megan?
I don't know. He might be good.
No,
It's weird.
Jake Gyllenhaal got snubbed hard a few years ago at the Oscars.
For what?
Nightcrawler, man.
Yeah, Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't seen Brokeback Mountain actually.
Dude, Brokeback Mountain's so good.
What do you think? Have you seen Nightcrawler?
I've not.
You should see it. It's really tight.
Yeah, I wanted to.
It's also got Bill Paxton in it.
He made a movie with that same writer-director that just came out on Netflix where he's the art critic.
No, I haven't seen that.
You ever
Oh,
heard of
wait, are
that?
you
Yeah,
talking about
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Velvet Buzzsaw?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Have you watched it?
No.
Yeah, that's the same writer-director that made Nightcrawler, so clearly he really likes working with that
Yeah,
guy.
Nightcrawler. He's like a ambulance chasing like news reporter basically,
Right.
and he like, has like a police scanner and like we'll go to like car crashes and get photos of it. And,
Yeah,
like,
I want to watch it because I've seen clips of him and he seems super fucking weird.
yeah, he's super creepy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like I think like Rene Russo played. It was either Rene Russo or Michelle Pfeiffer. I don't recall.
Fuck.
What's going down here,
Jesus.
man?
Oh my god. You have to take a shortcut.
Well, how are we supposed to get in
I
there?
don't know. Hopefully that's not at the Wizard's Chest.
Oh, it might be, dude.
It looks like it's outside of Meiningers.
Yeah. And it looks like they're leaving, or at least the one on the left is.
Wait, we should. Do you
You
think
can
it's at the
probably
chest?
keep going.
Yeah, I can drive past it from this lane. Yeah, see that one guy just left?
Do you think it's at the chest?
No.
No,
Or do you
it's
think
at
it-
Meiningers.
I think they're arresting a homeless guy. That's what. Whenever you're driving around Denver and you see like 3 cops, that's always what they're doing.
Do you think it's going to happen at the
What an
chest?
exciting thing
Well,
to have happen on
great.
the
I gotta
podcast.
edit this out of the pod, man.
Why don't we just end it? We're done talking about the movie.
Oh yeah, peace out, players. I gotta edit this part
Yeah,
out of the pod. So.
Gucci.
Gucci. Go see Captain Marvel, dude. It's tight.
Yeah.
Gucci.
I like how she got her name. It was like Marvel, and they're like, hey, dude, he's
Yeah,
like Marvel.